Alright, here I am. I'm back. Been gone for a minute. It's a combination of life and laziness, but I'm here now, so let's forget about that. So I've been part of my intention for this channel was to treat it kind of like a video journal, as well as making the edited videos that I've already released. So this is gonna be my first entry as just a video about my thoughts, and my thoughts are gonna be on the E3 that just passed. And yeah, E3 was gone last year. It came back this year as all digital, and it was it's kind of mid. If you get me, it was kind of mid. But I was pretty much watching the Square Enix conference, and I was pretty much interested in everything that was in there. And a game I've been very interested in ever since they showed it for the first time was Babylon's Fall. And even the first trailer, even though at this point I've, like most people, don't get anything out of CG trailers that have no gameplay whatsoever, just because it was Platinum. It's Platinum. What else would it be? Platinum and Square Enix making what I thought seemed like a Dark Souls style game. I was like, I'm totally in. So we're basically gonna have gameplay by Platinum and a story made by Square Enix of a Dark Souls style world where you have to climb a tower. I was totally in. And then when we finally got the gameplay trailer for Babylon's Fall at the State of Play in 2019, and it was Platinum juiciness. There was aerial combos, there was high action, it was fast. Then as we know now from this trailer that we got this year, the Gideon coffin, the way you can use it to steal weapons and stuff. I was feeling it. I was like, let's go. And then skip up to E3 this year, and that was the one thing I was waiting for. I was like, when is Babylon's Fall coming? When is my Babylon's Fall trailer? That's pretty much the only thing I was waiting for Square Enix. And then finally it came on, and then the music was going, and the world was being introduced, and I was kind of feeling the painterly style of the graphics art style. But a lot of people were just like, that looks like muddy crap. I was kind of feeling it for a second, but now not so much. And then the gameplay starts, but before the gameplay starts, there's the voiceover of whoever the narrator is, and I just got this sinking feeling in my stomach, and I was like, this makes it seem like it's not quite a serious dark world as the Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Bloodborne style games. This guy's voice seems kind of goofy for this kind of game. And I was like, alright, I'll go ahead and keep watching. And then the gameplay cuts on, and then in my chest, I feel something is wrong. But at the time, while I was watching it, I didn't realize what exactly was wrong. But I was like, there's something wrong here. And then there was then it showed up with multiple players in the game. And I was like, oh, okay, it's multiplayer, alright. That would be cool making combos together in multiplayer settings. Devil May Cry 3 on Switch is showing that multiplayer character action games can be cool. So I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to make combo videos with a party of 4. And then the way the Gideon coffins worked was kind of iffy to me. And as the trailer went along, it just became more and more unsettling to me. But I just didn't realize what exactly it was. And then when it finally got to the interview section of the trailer, where it was like, oh, it's going to be a live service, and I was like, right in the chest. That's what it was. It's gonna be a bloody live service. And I'm like, and the only thing I'm like, I don't want it to be a live service, but the only thing I could bring up in my chest I was like, at least Platinum would have some kind of steady, if they're working on a live service game, at least they're gonna have some steady income instead of always being on the brink, despite all of the good games that they make. But even then, that still wasn't what I was really feeling about the game. There was still something like very specific about the game itself that was like eating at me, and I like felt like, oh man, like this something's still not right. And then I was listening to Castle's Super Beast with the former best friends Wooly and Pat. And they were talking about the Babylon's Fall trailer. And Pat brought up the State of Play trailer from 2019. And he asked Wooly to watch it and compare it to the 2021. And while that happened, while I was listening, I decided to do the same thing, and I watched both of them side by side, and I instantly knew what it was really wrong that made me have that really bad feeling in my chest. They had destroyed the gameplay. And after realizing this, I was quite happy with myself, because I realized that I had recognized what was wrong with it, but I just didn't know exactly what it was. But after hearing their podcast, I then was able to realize that what it was. I realized that there was something wrong with the gameplay, but at the time I saw something was wrong, and I just didn't know what exactly it was. Going from like a very character action, very high speed, high impact gameplay that was similar to Nier Automata, which Babylon's Fall is based on, to be honest. They took it down to being like some like barely functioning like MMO style combat. The dynamism of the action is gone, the speed is gone, the impact is gone, like the aerial combat is gone, the way they use their weapons is nowhere near as fanciful as it was in the original trailer. Square Enix has essentially made Platinum gut the entire gameplay, because if you're a Platinum fan like I am, you know what Platinum games can do. Like, literally almost all of their games are bangers. Like, it's like they don't miss. And like, if you want to say, oh, they missed one time, the only one time they missed was when they made a Ninja Turtles game for Activision. But the 3 games that they made for Activision at the time was an Avatar game with Korra, Transformers, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And the Ninja Turtles one was the only bad game out of all 3 of those games. Literally everything else that they've made, either on their own time or for somebody else, has been like pure heat. And I'm gonna put the video up on the video is probably gonna be showing the whole time. They just ruined the gameplay. They ruined the flow. They ruined the speed. They ruined the impact. It's nowhere near as exciting as and I've just been like, and I've been watching other people's videos reacting to it, and it's like, it's not just me. Like, they just absolutely gutted Babylon's Fall. And now I'm like, it's a Dark Souls style world. It's like and like one of my favorite, like, what's the word I'm looking for? One of my favorite justifications for fictional stories is like scaling an insurmountable tower. like I really, or like a pair, like where you have to like a story where the protagonists have to start at the bottom and they have to find their way to the top or something for their goal. I really like that kind of trope. And I was like, and so it was like that was what was gonna be for the story. It was gonna have action combat, the style of Automata from Platinum Games. It's gonna have a story written by Square Enix in a Dark Souls style. I was so excited, and it's like it's unless they can make the gameplay back to what it was in that first trailer. This game is basically dead on arrival. Like, and like when I saw that after with all other things that everybody was reacting to from the Square Enix conference, I was like, I liked the conference. What's up with everybody else? But when I realized what they had done to Babylon's Fall, that then allowed me to realize that the Square Enix conference was super weak. It was a waste, essentially. And let's not mention Capcom's conference. That was let's not even get into that. But because my point is to talk about Babylon's Fall. Babylon's Fall is practically dead at this point because it's like you ruined the gameplay and you've made it a live service. It's not even just it's got multiplayer, like a full-on live service where the conceit, that's the word I was looking for before. The conceit of the story is you have a goal, and that's to get to the top of the tower to save humanity. But if you're going off with a live service, then you're probably never, until the game is ready to end, you're probably never going to get to the end. You're probably never going to get to the top. And so it's like everything, like the gameplay's whack, the story doesn't fit the type of game it is. They've just, like, Square Enix just went in there and just, I'm gonna give you a word from my culture. They've just Jagbajantised everything. They've just turned it. They've just like judo flipped it on its head, and it's like this. I feel like this game isn't gonna work when it comes. Isn't gonna work. Just not work as in be broken, but work in the type of game it is based on like what they've done to the gameplay and how the story kind of mismatches the type of game it actually is. But anyway, I think I've ranted for long enough. I mean, we're over 10 minutes at this point. I mean, that's what I wasn't shooting for that, but we're over 10 minutes at this point, so I think I'll leave it there. I am slowly working on the next Real Impact. Right after this, I'm going to start recording some lines, even though I should have recorded those months ago. But I'm getting back into it now, and I'll start releasing a lot more like quick hit videos that don't take too long to edit, and I'll also be releasing a lot more thought videos about gaming industry and get like things in the gaming industry that I just find interesting or frustrating or whatever may be the case. All right, that's it for me, man. Peace.